What is going on, everybody? Zyonik here. And in today's video, we're going to dive into some more Fusion Cup battles. We're going to be stress testing another team today. This team is looking very, very strong. So in today's stress test, we're going to be utilizing Altaria, Whiscash, and Bronzong. Now, with Altaria, we're going to be running Dragon Breath, Sky Attack, and Dragon Pulse, a very meta moveset line. And then with Whiscash, we're going to be running Mud Shot, Mud Bomb, and Blizzard. Again, the typical moveset you guys definitely want to run. And then for Bronzong, we are going to be running Confusion, Psyshock, and Bulldoze. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you guys can stay up to date on all the latest Pokemon Go PvP content. Without further ado, let's get right into these Fusion Cup battles. Alright, so getting right into this first battle, we are leading Altaria versus Heracross, so this is a pretty solid matchup for us on the lead, so I expect him to be switching out relatively soon after he stores up maybe a little bit of energy. He seems to not be switching out. He's actually wanting to stay in this one. Really interesting here. I'm going to go ahead and not shield. I'm not too worried about a little bit of chip damage coming in on us. We're just going to keep farming away, and we're going to go ahead and pull the trigger on Sky Attack here. He is deciding to stay in, so we're just going to go ahead and take down the Heracross here. Now, we still have a decent health Altaria, so if I could possibly switch out, if I deem it necessary, which I am going to, I'm instantly going to go into Whiscash here. I want to get ahead on energy and see if he brings in a counter, which he brings in a Noctowl. So we're going to go for the Blizzard here. Again, not really worth going for Mud Bomb if he doesn't shield like that. Blizzard's just going to do so much damage, and people expect, especially in the middle of a game with two shields, that you're going to try to bait to get their shield. So I'm just going to go straight Blizzard right there. Now Mud Bombs are going to be getting his shield here. If he wants to take down my Whiscash, he's going to have to shield Mud Bombs, which is really awesome for us. So we're in a good spot to go ahead and let basically Whiscash go down. We still have Bronzong in the back for Probopass, so I'm not too worried here. However, I am going to shield right here. The Sky Attack would take me out, but now I'm going to switch into Bronzong. Again, Bronzong is favorable not only to Noctowl, but to Probopass as well. So we're going to get some stored energy off of the Noctowl, and then if we need to, at the end, we have Whiscash with some Mud Bombs to take down the Probopass. So what we're going to do is we're going to build up to a Bulldoze right here. Now, we're deciding not to shield on this one. The Thunderbolt is going to do some nice neutral damage, but we're going to go for the Psyshock here for the shield bait. Bulldoze, he knows, is a huge threat, so I'm banking on that, going for the Psyshock, and we do get the shield, which is awesome to see. Now, we will be able to, if without lag, but hey, that's all right. We can let Bronzong go down. Remember, we still have Whiscash with loaded energy here, so the Rock Slide is going to take us out. We have Whiscash with a Mud Bomb, tons of loaded energy. He does have a charge attack ready to go, though. I'm guessing this is another Rock Slide, as he stored up a decent amount of energy. But we have a Mud Bomb ready to go, and then we can get to another one very, very quickly as we have so much extra energy, but it's going to take him out, and then he has the Altaria coming in, or Noctowl coming in, and we finish off with Altaria, so GG's, very well played. So I think a key point in that battle was the our Whiscash versus his Noctowl, again, in a two-shield situation, middle of the game. Typically, you do want to try to get shields eliminated, and knowing that his Noctowl can survive a Blizzard if I do hit him with it, he was banking on that I was going to try to shield bait with Mud Bomb, which is why I went for the Blizzard there. I think it was a little more advantageous to either get health or a shield instead of potentially not getting a shield and not getting any health. Blizzard going to be doing 123 damage to a Noctowl, which is about 3/4 of it. Mud Bomb doing 16, which is why I said it's going to be more advantageous just to go for the Blizzard right there to chunk him down, as you guys saw. Alright, getting into this next battle, again, we're leading Altaria versus Noctowl. So another nice matchup for us. Because of the Dragon Breath damage, we can really come out on top here. So we're just going to stay in this, see what happens here. Now we are going to build up to Dragon Pulse, and he decides to bail out into Probopass, so this is where I'm going to instantly bring in the Whiscash. Again, Whiscash is a fantastic counter for Probopass, as it's going to resist the Thunderbolts, and then the Rock Slides and Magnet Bombs aren't going to do that much damage, as you guys saw right there. So we did see he has Magnet Bomb, which if this was a tournament, we'd recognize that in case we had a Charm user. But as you guys saw there, Mud Bomb is doing a lot of damage. We can just farm down. Again, not going to waste any shields here. We're going to utilize this opportunity to farm energy while getting our health a little bit low, so that the opponent can't farm too much energy off of us. So I'm expecting either the Noctowl to come back in, which would be really tough for him, which he does bring the Noctowl in. Again, he's gonna go ahead and get off the Sky Attack here. Now in this situation, a Blizzard will one-shot the Noctowl, so I'm banking on the fact that he's gonna want to shield his Noctowl, because if not, Blizzard's gonna take him out, which he does. And now I'm going to safely switch back into Altaria. Again, we eliminated that huge threat with Probopass, and Altaria can now reign free over the meta unless he has a second anti-Altaria counter, which he does. He has an Alolan Sandslash, but again, weak to Whiscash and Bronzong with that Bulldoze. So we're just going to try to do as much damage as we can with these Sky Attacks. We have so much loaded energy. Again, we do need to worry about Noctowl in the back, but Noctowl's pretty low with some energy, so we're going to go ahead and get off a couple more Sky Attacks. Now he's going to have to pull the trigger on an Ice Punch here, so we're going to go ahead and allow him to do that. We're not going to shield, even though, you know, we could and do a race with Dragon Breath, but we're going to go ahead and let it go down. Now we're going to bring in Whiscash right here to do the Mud Bomb, instantly take out the Alolan Sandslash here. As you guys can see, super effective damage. And then we're going to bring in Bronzong to Noctowl. Again, we don't need to worry really about anything. Even if he has Night Slash, it's not going to one-hit us. So we could double shield super easy right here and finish him off nice and easy with a Psy Shock. So having these bodyguards to an Altaria is super deadly, especially if you get that solid lead. So GG's, very well played. So again, we're back in this Whiscash Noctowl situation, where in the first battle of this video, I went for Blizzard straight up because he was at full health, which he could survive. But then in this next battle, he was really low. As you guys saw there, he was in KO range of a Blizzard by the time I had the energy for it. So I took this and saw that, you know what, he's not going to risk losing his Noctowl, especially for the fact since he has a Alolan Sandslash in the back versus my Whiscash. So I'm going to go for Mud Bomb to get that shield, and then I'm going to swap into Altaria again, since Probopass was out of the game, and either bait out his next Alolan, or his next counter, I should say, to Altaria, which we did, or notice the fact that our Altaria is going to beat his Noctowl and whatever he has in the back with shield advantage there. Moving into game 3 here, we have Altaria lead versus another Noctowl lead. So again, we're looking pretty good with the Dragon Breath damage. So we're just going to have to see what he decides to do with his Noctowl in this fresh fight. And he's looking to bail, and he bails into Whiscash. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fire off a Sky Attack. I want to get a little advantage in the mirror fight. So we're going to go ahead and take out basically half the health. And you know what? I decided to pull the trigger on another Sky Attack here, because it's going to get a shield from him, and I can safely swap into Whiscash right here for the mirror, be up a shield. Now, he does have a charge move coming in. I'm not going to shield it. It could be a Blizzard, which is going to do quite a bit of damage, but it's not. It's a Mud Bomb, which is really nice to see. So we're going to go ahead and try to go for a Mud Bomb. Now, he does get off another charge move, so again, I'm not going to shield. It's a Blizzard this time, which does a decent amount, but we're going to go ahead and get off the Mud Bomb here. The point is to get his shield, get his health, and be in a favorable setup where we have 2 shields still. Remember, we still have Altaria and we still have Bronzong. So right here, I'm looking really good with Bronzong, guys. He's going to be able to handle Venusaur and Noctowl in the back, and he does decide to switch, and he switches and comes into a charge move, so I don't need to shield right here. I need to save my shields for Altaria in this mirror match. So what we're going to do is we're going to build up a little bit, go for the Psy Shock here. Again, Psy Shock going to be doing some nice neutral damage to the Noctowl, but we do get the shield, and now we're going to switch into Altaria. So basically a refresh start of the lead, but this time we have 2 shields to 1 with quite a bit of health. And he has a Venusaur in the back, so I'm not worried at all. We're going to go ahead and shield. I believe I shield again. No, I decide not to shield. We still have Bronzong in the back. But what we're going to do is just try to finish off with Dragon Breaths. Now, I do decide to pull the trigger here before he gets to another Sky Attack. And then the Venusaur is going to be coming back in with some energy, and he's likely going to get off a charge move, which he does. We're going to go ahead and shield this and then get to the Sky Attack to finish off the battle here. So again, leading with this Altaria is doing a lot of work to the meta, so I'm really impressed with an Altaria lead right now. It's doing really well, so GG's, very well played. All right, so I think a key point in that matchup was when he brought in Whiscash to my Altaria, which was loaded with energy. Even though Whiscash is a nice counter in the sense of Blizzard can one-shot Altaria, in a defensive sense, it's not the greatest counter because Sky Attacks are going to be doing 60 damage a piece. So basically 3 Sky Attacks and it's over if you don't shield any. So in that fight, we had almost 2 Sky Attacks right there, which is why I decided to stay in and go for double Sky Attack, because I wanted to do a few things. Because I had so much energy, I wanted to get his health, and I wanted to get shields away from him. As you guys saw right there, we chunked health and we took shields, and then we were able to safely go into Whiscash to finish off. And even if we decided to stay in this matchup, we could do really well. As you guys see here, with all that loaded energy, we could come out on top in the 1 and 2 shield, but I didn't want to have to shield on Altaria. I decided to go into Whiscash, maybe bait out an anti-Whiscash, which we did in that Venusaur. But yeah, you don't want to switch a Whiscash into an Altaria who's super loaded because of just the onslaught that's going to be coming from all that damage. So be careful with that. All right, coming into the final battle, we are leading Altaria into a Shift Tree, which is really, really nice. I need to get rid of Whiscash or Bronzong, both of which are going to be super weak to Shift Tree, but by leading Altaria, we were able to catch it, and now I can safely bring in Bronzong into Alolan Sandslash. Now, we are going to be racking up some damage taken from this Alolan Sandslash's Ice Punches, as they're going to do neutral damage, as you guys are seeing here. But we can put a lot of pressure with Mud Bombs right here. Mud Bomb is going to be doing super effective damage. Now, it's not going to one-shot the Alolan Sandslash, but it will chunk and it will get shields like we saw right there. So we're going to go ahead and go for a back-to-back right here. Now, the next Ice Punch coming in, we're likely going to need to shield. We got 2 shields from him right there, which is really awesome because we can safely shield this Ice Punch right here and then finish off his Shift Tree, but he decides to do a swap in, which is really well done by him, but now his Shift Tree is caught. This is why. Look at that. He's caught, and we're going to pull the trigger on Sky Attack before he can get to a Foul Play. Foul Play is going to do a decent amount of damage to Altaria, and I want to keep my health on this Altaria with shield advantage right now. So Alolan Sandslash now coming in. We could shield right here, but I think I'm going to forego the shield. The Ice Punch is going to finish us off. As we do have a Whiscash and a Bronzong left. Now, it all depends on what he has in the back. So we're going to bring in Bronzong here to get some nice stored energy for whatever is in the back. We're going to go ahead and I think I shield right here just in case it was a Bulldoze. And he does bring in Golbat now. So Golbat, even though he's a decent flyer for this cup, he's going to get chunked because of his poison typing, which is why Confusions and this Psyshock are going to absolutely destroy it. And then he's going to be bringing back in a Alolan Sandslash, but we've had some stored energy to get off the Psyshock to finish off. So GG's, very well played. So taking a look at that lead, we did land Altaria versus Shift Tree, which is very favorable to Altaria because of the Sky Attack, because of the Dragon Breaths. Now, Foul Play is going to do a decent amount. You guys need to respect the Foul Play when it comes to later in the fights, which is why I pulled the trigger so quickly on the Sky Attack right there, as I did not want it to get me super, super low. Foul Play is going to be doing 48 damage. Leaf Blade, however, is 19. But this setup is what we need to worry about with Whiscash and Bronzong. As you guys know, Whiscash 4 times weak to grass, so Leaf Blade will one-shot that. And then Bronzong, if we were to fight that, he destroys him as well. Foul Play going to be doing 81. Yeah, it's such a one-sided battle. So thankfully we caught the Shiftry on the lead, but if Shiftry was in the back, it would have been a lot different of a battle. But yeah, Shiftry's pretty awesome grass-type Pokemon for the Fusion Cup, guys. Now, another thing to note, if you guys didn't know, based on movesets or typings or what have you, Bronzong with the Confusion Psy Shock is going to be doing a ton of work to a Golbat, but you need to watch out for that Shadow Ball. That Shadow Ball is going to be doing 85 damage, which at a certain point is going to be enough to finish off a Bronzong, so you do have to watch out for that. But the matchup is definitely more favorable to Bronzong versus Golbat because you can safely win if you have shields. Yeah, this team is pretty good. I'm really liking it. Altaria is an absolute monster. And based on what your opponent has, having Whiscash and Bronzong in the back can do really nicely for coverage. So if you guys like this team, let me know down in the comments. If you guys have been finding other teams of 3 that you guys want me to test, or you guys are finding that are performing really well, be sure to let me know. But like always, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.